Hello, my dear students. I hope you are fine. Today we will continue our lesson about separation techniques in chemistry subject, and by the end of this video you will be able to identify decantation technique by separating funnel. To start, let's recall what we took in this lesson about separation techniques. Separation techniques that can be used to separate solid liquid heterogeneous mixture. Only heterogeneous mixture. Till now we took for heterogeneous mixture. We didn't yet start by the separation techniques that used to separate homogeneous. All of these they are used only for heterogeneous mixtures. Are sorting by hand and magnets, decantation by beakers, centrifuging, filtration. And today we will take the last technique, which is decantation by separating funnel, which is used to separate liquid heterogeneous mixture. Now, as you see here in the figure, this is the separating funnel. Separating funnel is used only to separate the immiscible liquids، يعني ال undissolved liquids اللي ما بيدوبوا بقلب بعض. كل شي liquids ما بيدوب بقلب بعض بقدر أنا أجي فرقه by separating funnel. For example, as oil and water. This technique is only used to separate liquid. يعني أنا في أجي استعملها لحتى أجي أفصل for example الساند عن الووتر، ما بتزبط. sand and water بروح فرقهم بفلتريشن decantation by beakers whatever اللي أخدناهم قبل. بس هاي بس بستعملها in order to separate liquid. هون بدنا ننتبه، يعني أنا بالامتحان بقولكم for example بعطيكم a type of mixture معين، وانتوا انا بقولكم حددولي شو نوع التكنيك اللي بدكم اياه. بتشوفوا هل هو solid liquid مصنوع من solid و liquid، او for example liquid. اذا liquid تقدروا بتقولوا لي separatory funnel or separating funnel. بل اذا كان solid liquid you choose one of these that we took in the previous video. So as you see here we have in the figure retort stand, which is the stand used to handle the separating funnel، يعني حتى يكمش الفانل. هيدا مثل العمود اللي بيثبت. عنا separating funnel and we have the stopcock اللي هي التاب اللي مثل الحنفية، يعني هي أنا بقدر أتحكم فيها، بس افتحها بينزل من ال separating funnel عند البيكر تحت، وبس سكر الحنفية بيوقفوا ببطلوا ينزلوا. طيب when we put the mixture which is consist of liquid in the separating funnel they will separate، يعني حيكونوا بقلب ال separating funnel according to their difference in density. يعني نحن مثل ما قلنا انه الليكويد اللي عنده اعلى density هو اللي حيكون at the bottom of the beaker، وهون كمان هو اللي حينزل لتحت اللي حيكون at the bottom of the separating funnel. For example, if we took oil and water, and as we said in the class and the previous videos قلنا نحن انه الووتر اتقل من الاويل لانه density of the water it's higher than the density of oil. So الووتر حينزل لتحت as you see in the figure water layer اللي هو حيكون more dense، والاويل layer حيكون فوق. So عرفتوا ليش الاويل فوق والووتر تحت؟ هيدا لانه سببه شو؟ سببه فرق بالدنسيتي، difference in the densities. اللي عنده اعلى density هو اللي رح يكون تحت، واللي عنده higher واللي عنده the lowest density حيكون هو فوق. So اللي عنده the highest density تحت حيكون، واللي عنده the lower density or the lightest density حيكون أعلى. So then when I open the stopcock اللي حافتح الحنفية، مين حينزل أول شي؟ بالمنطق والعقل حيقول إنه اللي تحت هو اللي حينزل أول شي لأنه هو أقرب للحنفية، يعني أكيد حينزل الووتر قبل الأويل. So بعمل بنزل أنا الووتر into the beaker، بس خلص بجيب بيكر تاني وبنزل فيه الأويل. And by this I can separate the oil and water from each other. So again بسبب يعني أنا separatory funnel they separate the two liquids from each other because of their difference in density. الفرق بالدنسيتي بين the two liquids هو اللي بيخلي separating funnel تفصل بيناتهم. الواحد حيصير تحت، اللي بينزل لتحت اللي بيسبق الثاني هو اللي عنده أعلى density لأنه هو الأتقل بالدنسيتي. So هو اللي حيكون at the bottom of the funnel. واللي عنده the less density will be at the upper يعني in the top of the funnel.
Separating funnel. A separating funnel is a special type of funnel which has a stop clock or tap in its stem to allow the flow of a liquid from it or to stop the flow of liquid from it. It is used for the separation of components of a mixture between two immiscible liquid phases. One phase is the aqueous phase and the other phase is the organic solvent. This separation is based on the differences in the densities of the liquids. The liquid having more density forms a lower layer and the liquid having less density forms the upper layer. Example, separation of oil and water. Separating a mixture of kerosene oil and water. The following material are required to do the experiment. Retort stand, 2 beakers, clamp, separating funnel, mustard oil and water. Pour mustard oil and water in the separating funnel. Mix both liquids by shaking the separating funnel vigorously. Use a clamp to attach the separating funnel to a retort stand. Ensure that the separating funnel is in the closed position. Allow the mixture to settle for a few minutes. We observe that the two layers as an upper layer of mustard oil having the lower density and the lower layer of water having the higher density. Place a beaker under the mouth of the separating funnel and open the stop clock. Allow the lower layer of water to run off in the beaker slowly. Finally, you will observe that the lower layer of water comes out first and the upper layer of mustard oil collected in a beaker.
Now to sum up about the separation techniques used to separate heterogeneous mixture only, we have 6 techniques, which are sorting by hands. It's used to separate solid liquid, for example pebbles and water. يعني بحص و water بقدر أنا أشيلهم بإيدي للبحص. This is mean sorting by hand. Sorting by magnet, which is used to separate also solid liquids, for example iron fillings and water, as we did in the class. We have also decantation by beakers, used to separate solid liquids, for example as mud and water, وحل, water, and also can be used to separate solid and liquid, sand and water. Centrifuging, solid is also used to separate solid liquids. It depends on the speed. Is used to separate, for example, sand and water. Filtration, also for solid and liquid, can be used to separate the pulp of the orange juice and the juice from each other. Finally, and as we took today, decantation by separating funnel, it's used to separate liquid, immiscible liquid, يعني undissolved liquid, for example oil and water. So كل separation techniques اللي أخذناهم نستعملهم to separate solid liquid heterogeneous mixture, بس decantation by separating funnel is used to separate immiscible liquid heterogeneous mixture.